Big Daddy G Show. The Big Daddy G Show. The Big Daddy G Show.
Here's Yo Daddy.
My hat's off to you, lady. Good job. We'll see you in the hereafter. Viva Austin, Texas!
Take a sip, take a rib. Once you live, just double click. It's the Big Daddy G Show. Big Daddy G Show. It's the Big Daddy G Show. Now type it in, take it in. Where do I begin? He's really funny, and he's not really thin. It's the Big Daddy G Show. Big Daddy, it's the Big Daddy G Show.
Dude, you gotta try the queso with the taco meat, man. It's delicious.
Really? That's a book on how to make Mexican martinis. I've got the recipe right here. Y'all try that. Share it.
Hi-ho, what do you know? The Big Daddy G Show. The Big Daddy G Show. The Big Daddy G Show. Daddy's home.
Here's Yo Daddy. What? I don't have any olives. Somebody get me some olives. That's all right. I don't need olives. What are we doing? Are we on? None of the cameras have a light on. Uh-huh. Yes, hi, camera left. Oh, hi. I wonder why the lights aren't working. Okay. Hi, kids. Welcome to the Big Daddy G Show. I'm the Big Daddy G. Who knew? It's another episode. I want to... explain a couple of things. I got a bunch of, not hate mail, but people that didn't appreciate me cutting the Bible and putting a bottle, see, ta-da. So if I go to a bar and they close early, I still have, something to drink. I just order a Coke. All right, so can we do a close-up of this? Where are we going here? See, it says Music Lovers Encyclopedia. So it's not a Bible, all right? So take all the hexes and curses off of me, please. Okay, so now to musicians, this is probably a Bible, but it's not really a Bible. All right, so next we're going to, I wanted to invite, if you guys know of anybody that's a comedian, we'd like to have some comedians on the show. So if you think you're funny, and I'm not talking about looking, I'm talking about funny on a microphone. If you think you're funny, please write us at thebigdaddyg@gmail.com and send us a clip of the work or, of a show that you've done or something like that. If you're a dancer, a musician, a magician, whatever, send us a link to your work and let's see if we can put you on TV. A couple other things. I have a lot of time today. Tyrone gave me like 10 minutes to talk to you guys. One of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about is that this country that we are in, believe it or not, doesn't belong to us. Nothing belongs to us. I have my sandals on. Nothing belongs to us. We're here borrowing stuff. So like this glass, if I die, Tyrone will probably sell it for a nickel in a garage sale or something like that. My medicine box, dude, we're just using stuff. So if you think that, that you're worth more because you have more, you're not, because you can't take none of this with you. So please keep that in mind. The reason I bring that up is because there was a police officer in Dallas that supposedly mistakenly went into the wrong apartment and killed a man that was in the apartment, thinking that it was her apartment. And the first thing that came to my mind was, and she just got tried. She was tried for murder. Turns out that she had some racist text messages and emails that came up, and turns out that, it might not have been a mistake after all. Anyway, she was found guilty of murder, and she got 10 years. And the first thing that came to my mind was, I have family members that are in law enforcement, and the first thing that came to my mind was, wow, dude, imagine how much money they're going to get from the city because he's dead, because he was killed. And that's not the way, we're conditioned to think that way, that money is more important than life. And so that brings me to the thing about, dude, you don't own nothing. You think, I own all this land, and you don't pay the taxes. Guess what? They take it away. So you don't own anything. So enjoy what you have and share what you have, because it's not yours. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of mention that. One thing that I was talking to this kid the other day in the neighborhood, and he was telling me that he said that Christopher Columbus had discovered America. He had just learned this in school. Christopher Columbus had discovered America, and I said, well, he didn't discover anything because there were already people there. That'd be like me coming in the studio here and saying, oh my God, I just discovered this, So I told him, I said, well, you need to be able to read, or you need to go to the library and check out other books, because school teachers are told, you have to teach this. Here it is. Ta-dan, 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 ta-dan. And if you do anything different than that, we will fire you. So we're conditioned to think that Christopher Columbus discovered America. I'm bringing that up because Columbus Day is coming up, I think, next Monday. So if you need extra cash and you don't have an ATM card, go to the bank. Take care of your business, because banks and everything's closed on Monday. But so it just brought that to my mind. During the filming of The Alamo that was filmed here about 12, 13 years ago, Ron Howard told me that he quit the movie because the Disney, Buena Vista, would not let him tell the truth about what really happened at the Alamo. And so he didn't want to have anything to do with it. So he quit the project, and John Lee Hancock took over. And he did a great job, too. But so look up the Alamo and look up, just because they tell you in school that this is the way it is, that's not necessarily the way it was, because isn't it the winners write the books, the history books? So please don't believe everything you read. And don't believe everything that your school teachers are telling you, because they have to tell you certain things. And if they don't, then they get fired. So think about that. So last night, we had an open house here at the station. And hold on, I got to turn this down because this thing is kind of weird in my ear here. Feels like I have an airplane in my ear. Brian, fix my thing. Anyway, so we had an open house here yesterday, and it was really, really cool. Had a bunch of people show up, a really, really good turnout. Our fearless leader, Doug Gray, was here yesterday, and we produced some short interviews of producers that do, work on the show. Or they have shows, or they create content and then bring it to the station, and then we air it. And so you can do that too. You can do what I'm doing. There's nothing, anything one man can do, another man can do, or a woman, it can be done. So I've always wanted to have a talk show when I was a kid, or I'm sorry, I wasn't a kid, but as I was growing up, I would watch Johnny Carson, and I always thought, oh, what a cool job, he sits there, he makes $26 million a year, and he sits there and he gets to meet all these famous people, and they come and and sometimes they weren't famous, but after they were on his show, they became famous. Jerry Seinfeld, just to Jerry Seinfeld, the guy who's doing the Price is Right, Drew Carey. Was on Johnny Carson. A lot of comedians got their start. Let me rephrase that. They didn't get their start there, but that's when they hit. When you're on the Carson show, bam, that's when you hit. So again, if we invite you to be on the show, that means that we think that you are talented enough and gifted enough to be on the show. Yeah. Because we don't invite just anybody. So, and while I'm saying that, I want to apologize to our governor. Greggy, I'm sorry we had to bump you. We have some people from the film festivals here today. So if you guys ever want to do films or want to be involved in films in any way, shape, or form, you don't have to be in front of the camera. There's so many people that just love being behind the camera. And then I've heard from people that say, oh, I want to be an actor. Well, then do it, or I want to be a cameraman. I want to do lights. I want to do this. I want to do that. Dude, we will teach you. They will teach you here at the station how to do all that. You don't have to go to college and get in debt. They will teach you how to do that here. They have classes you can take. And these people here, it's just nuts. I still think that sometimes I still think that I'm in a dream, because here I am in this studio that's probably, I don't know how many millions this place is worth, and how much the lights were and everything, but these people spend a lot of money to be here so that people like you that are sitting out there can come and create. Our show, from what I understand, is being shown or is being aired in Chicago, Illinois. Woohoo! And Chicago at their public access in Chicago. So these things are here. They're available for you. And it's not expensive, dude. You'd think that you'd have to pay thousands upon thousands, and you don't. It's not expensive to do. So if you've ever had that that itch that you wanted to do or wanted to be involved, you know. Tyrone, I don't know how much time I have, but I did a movie. I catered a movie one time. I didn't make no money. I catered a movie one time just so that I could be on the set. It was 5 nights, overnight shooting, and so I was on the set for 5. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know that that if you want to be here, dude, we need help. So if you want to come and help, dude, please come and help. You know, write us and let us know. So all right. Well, we're going to go to something else. Let me see if I can figure it out. Okay, 1 minute. We have. We're going to show you more to come for just a second. But please watch, and if you have any friends or family that you want them to watch, please check this out, and they can watch it live too through my website. All right, we'll be right back.
Take a sip, take a rip. Once you live, just double click. It's the Big Daddy G Show. Big Daddy G Show. It's the Big Daddy G Show. Now type it in, take it in. Where do I begin? He's really funny, and he's not really thin. It's the Big Daddy G Show. It's the Big Daddy G Show.
Oh, hey kids, we're back. Okay, so anyway, if you missed that, it was 1 minute to tell you how you can watch the show. Just go to our website. I think we're on, tell me everything we're on, Tyrone. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. We're on those right now live. So if you have internet, you can watch us. If you don't have internet, but you have your phone, you can watch us on your phone too. Just go to my website, thebigdaddyg.com. So, all right, so we're going to introduce you guys to people that are involved in some way or another having to do with film festivals. And it's a different variety of film festivals that we have. So the first person we're going to bring out is from the Austin Polish Film Festival, and her name is Marcella Gray. Please help me welcome Marcella. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Please have a seat. Dang, listen to that music. Okay, so I have like an airplane in my ear here. I got to turn it down a little bit. All right, so Marcella, Austin Polish Film Festival. How did you get involved with the Austin Polish Film Festival?
Yeah, actually I'm very new to Austin. I have come here like 2 months ago, and I landed in United States 3 months ago, so I'm really new.
Awesome. Well, welcome.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, back in Poland, like I have a sort of like a film and production background.
Okay.
I was working for the Polish National TV for 4 years, and it was a TV theme channel related to art house cinema and culture. It was called TVP Kultura.
Say that again, but slow it down.
TVP Kultura.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So it was focused on like, yeah, we screened a lot of art house cinema, and I was going around festivals in Poland a lot, and sometimes you know, choosing the films, you know, for our TV channel. That was like one of the things that I did, and awesome. I'm a film school graduate as well. So
awesome.
So I have, you know, a big love to the cinema, and I was looking for different film festivals and any film-related activities before coming here. And that's how I discovered Austin Polish Film Festival. And I had contacted them when I was still in Poland, like a year before, and we were in touch. And they said, just like, you know, give us a call when you actually come here, and I did. So here I am.
Awesome, awesome. Is anybody in Poland watching tonight?
Well, I have posted that on Facebook, but we have a time difference, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I can never remember which way. It's about 8 hours.
8 hours difference.
But I don't remember.
So it's still happy hour in Poland.
Yeah, well, I guess, or yeah, if you can say that. Yeah, sleepy time. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so they're asleep right now? No, they're not asleep. It's 2 o'clock. It's like 2:20 right now in Poland, p.m.
It's a PM.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they
yeah,
should be watching.
I'm always mixing that. I have a clock on my phone, you know,
Yeah.
checking you like different cities, you know.
Nice.
It's a confusion, right?
Nice.
I have family in Poland.
I have a
So-
watch that has 2 time zones on it. So if I go to LA, I just switch it around.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
yeah.
So-
In America, yeah, it's such a big country, and you have so many
Yeah.
time zones, right? Yeah, it's
So,
still something to adjust.
So you've been here. You've been here 3 months, and we
Right.
have, from what I understand, we have a promo that we wanted to show. Is that right, Tyrone? Okay, so we've got a 15-second promo. We're going to show that real quick. Kids, watch this. It's really cool. So you have a film festival coming up.
Right, so soon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And how do you have to be Polish to enter the film festival? Or do you have to have somebody that's in the film that's Polish?
No, we're actually sort of like one of the purposes of the festival is to introduce, well, the people from Austin.
Yeah.
I would like to think of it as a film bridge, you know.
Uh-huh.
So we want to introduce. Actually, we're going to present most recent awarded Polish cinema, and one of the movies that we're going to show actually on the opening night is the latest film of Agnieszka Holland. She's recognized in Poland, but also in the United States. She's known for directing, well, a lot of features. One of them is Europa. She had an Oscar nomination for that film.
Awesome.
It's a film from the 90s. I don't know if you've seen it.
So, say the name again.
It's Europe. It's
Europe,
Europa.
Is it on the Criterion Channel? Do you know?
What's
The Criterion Channel, they show classics.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know the
Cin-
channel.
Like cinema classics. I probably have seen it because I go to the movies all the time.
Right.
You know.
If you don't, though,
So-
you can still watch it
Yeah.
on the 30th at the AFS Cinema.
Oh, awesome.
And also, Agnieszka is coming as our main guest of the
Mm-hmm.
festival. And so we will show her latest film, Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Jones. And it's a very interesting and important film because it relates to the theme that we also, one of the themes that we focus on this year's edition, that relates to the responsibility of media, something that you had mentioned already
Yeah.
somehow, to creating reality, you know, especially. So like the main character of the film, the title Mr. Jones, is a journalist, and he became famous for interviewing Hitler on a plane.
Wow.
And then he goes after the story to discover why. So he travels to Ukraine to discover the what you call it, the hunger, the big hunger in Ukraine that was back then, because Soviet Union was the Soviet Union that was being created was just using that for a modernization of the country.
Right.
So he's trying to spread to report on that in the Western media, but
Okay.
then he gets discredited. is that how you say it? Discredited.
Discredited, yeah.
Because there is like some bigger agenda going on between the politician, and they want to like cover it up. So that's generally the plot of the film, but it refers on something very, very important. The responsibility of media that is like really huge. We have elections coming in my country, and you have yours, right?
Yeah.
Anytime soon as
Yeah.
well. So so I guess addressing responsible journalists, if we can.
And you said that film, Europa,
Yeah.
will be at the Austin Film Cinema.
Right, but
Yeah.
that's not it's not within the festival, but it's like the event is in partnership between
Okay.
us and AFS,
Okay.
Austin Film Society, right?
Austin Film Society.
And the
Okay, so-
opening is on the 1st of November, and what's important to mention that the festival is is spread between two weekends, two first weekends of November. So between the 1st and the 3rd, and then between the 8th and the 10th, and the opening film on the 1st of November with Agnieszka Holland in attendance.
Awesome. And so, how can the kids? Is there a website that they can go to look all
Right.
this information up?
Yeah, so there is a website that you can go to of our festival. It's the name of our festival, which
it's
is Austin Polish Filmfestival.com.
Okay, so it's AustinPolishFilmFestival.com. So, okay, well, all right. One thing I wanted to mention to you was that my sons are half Polish.
Oh,
Yeah. So, or two of my sons are half Polish. So,
welcome.
Yeah.
You don't have to be Polish though to come. Well, everyone is welcomed, and we just hope that you appreciate the films. And what's important also, we'll have shorts. We have international for the 5th time now. We'll have the international short film competition,
okay.
and they will be screened before the longer films. So that way, people, it's just like referring to the old tradition,
Nice.
Back in the day, they used to screen shorts or like chronics, from film chronics, at least in my country,
Nice.
back in the day.
Well, what was the name of the school that you went to, the film school you went to?
It's Łódź Film School. It's
Okay.
the one that Roman Polański
Right.
was.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We graduated the same school. Right.
Awesome. Well, I'm so glad you came to share all this information with us. One last thing is, how much are the passes or the tickets, or do you know what the prices are?
Right. So the price, the tickets are not so expensive. The full pass is $100 for the 2 weekends.
Nice.
And a single ticket is $12.
Okay. So that's not bad.
Right. Yeah.
That's, about what you pay for a ticket. But $100 for, I'm telling you, for a film festival pass is not a bad deal. I'm telling you. So I know the the Houston Film Festival, the cheapest pass that they had, the Houston World Film Festival in Houston, I think the cheapest one they had was almost $400.
Yeah,
So-
that's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if it's definitely it's available to Austin community owing to the price, and I really also hope that you will enjoy the movies, which are really, really, really interesting. Another focus that we have for this year is the Polish women perspective in the Polish cinema. So we have a lot of, I think about seven films made by emerging and well-established contemporary film directors like Agnieszka Holland, for example, but those that they had their debut. So we are showing I think maybe 2 or 3 debut feature films. So that's also worth seeing, because I think generally, in Poland, and I think that goes around the world, that film industry is pretty masculine, There are not so many successful women, not because they're not successful, but it's just a little bit harder for a woman for many reasons that I guess we don't have time to develop tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, anything a man can do, anything one man can do, another man can do. Anything a woman can do, another woman can do. So, yeah, you just got to get up and you got to do
Right.
it. You know, it's kind of like you get up and you take that last piece of pie, you know. You just get up and you do it. Don't sit there and go, well, I think, you know, maybe I should save it for someone else. Get up and get that pie. So, all right. I think right now are we going to a promo? Okay, so we got a 1-minute clip we're going to show you kids. You'll enjoy this, so watch. We'll be right back. Dude, you can't be doing that while I'm drinking.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, hey kids. Welcome to the Big Daddy G Show. We're on Tuesdays at 10 p.m. on
Channel 16.
Or you can stream it.
thebigdaddyg.com.
Adios.
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 That was perfect. Let me go.
It's what we do.
Good enough.
Good enough.
90%. Still an A.
So that Mike's ours now, right?
I-ho, what do you know? The Big Daddy G Show. The Big Daddy G Show.
Teenagers, you know. All right. So, thank you so much for coming and sharing your
Thank
information
you.
with us.
Thank you for the invitation.
Austin Polish Film Festival. Google it. AustinPolishFilmFestival.com. Okay, so the next guest we're bringing in is Shot by Shot Film Festival, and his name is Sebastian Reyes. So come on in, Sebastian. Hey, you got some good music. How you doing, bud? Nice to meet you. Have a seat. All right. So, Sebastian, tell me about Shot by Shot Film Festival.
Well, first of all, I just want to thank you for having me and my colleagues
Oh,
on.
no worries. No worries.
A lot of fun. Where's my single? It's a lot of fun. Thank you. Okay, so basically, as you said, we're here representing Shot by Shot Film Festival. Basically, we kind of we saw a need in Austin because there are several film festivals here, to be honest, but we saw a need that Austin needed specifically a platform that spotlighted local filmmakers, as me and my two colleagues are ourselves, kind of homegrown, so to speak. So the way we like to describe it is we're kind of a film festival that was created by Austin filmmakers for Austin filmmakers.
Nice.
So we're kind of looking for more kind of underground type films with a feel to them. So kind of just left of indie is also kind of what we like to say. Because indie in this day and age is kind of blown up to such a broad term.
Yep.
I mean, now, you can have an indie film at Sundance or Cannes for a budget of, what, $3 million now, roughly. And I mean, we've never made anything for like more than $5,000.
Right.
So we kind of just want to kind of
But you
focus
made
in
it.
and hone in. But we made it,
Yeah,
exactly. And
exactly.
that's what's cool about filmmaking. That's what's amazing about Austin is that, we just kind of, the community seems small, but then you kind of get into it and then you realize kind of how small and knit that it actually is. You run into the same people like repeatedly, and then you build those connections, you build those network opportunities, and then they're the next person you go to for help with your next project. So it's really cool. We're really happy to be. It's going to be October 30th at the Alamo Draft House. Where's my single? Camera 2, I guess. Alamo Draft House, Mueller, October 30th. Doors open at 6:30. We're creating our own B-roll. It's going to be a lot of fun. Festival starts promptly at 7 p.m. And then one of our primary sponsors is B.D. Riley. So, you're a fan of the drink like myself, so I can respect that.
Yeah.
So we're going to go across.
Yeah.
So we're going to go across the street to the B.D. Riley's. It's right over there on Mueller. They're going to keep the kitchen open for us an extra hour.
Nice.
And we're just going to go there with whoever wants to join us, talk shop, network, people are going to meet the filmmakers that got accepted into the festival. And like I said, we're just going to have a good time, talk shop, and it's kind of, again, create that sense of building those networkings and really inspiring the community to get closer. And then so that way you get the sense that anybody can really do this, because I kind of have an interesting background, unlike my two colleagues, where I'm the only one of us, and just in filmmaking in general, I have a business background. So I actually don't have, or like Marcelo over here, I don't have a traditional film background, or at least with a degree to it.
Right.
So I went to business school, but I've been a film fan since I saw Jurassic Park when I was probably like 4. And that's kind of what inspired me. It wasn't until I got to college and I started kind of networking in there and kind of speaking to people and getting involved with what things that I enjoy and I love to do, that I was like, oh, hey, I could kind of turn this into a thing. And then my 2 colleagues and I, we met in high school, so we knew from that point that we all kind of had this common passion. And then we kind of all went our separate ways, and then we graduated, came back, and we're like, hey, why don't we put on a film festival? Why not?
Yeah.
And then we just kind of snowballed and got rolling into it. Things kind of built, and now here we are.
Awesome. Now, Alamo Draft House is the one that's sponsoring you guys?
Not really sponsoring, because I mean they just can't do that. But they're the Mueller's is going to be where our location is, and they're going to be hosting our event for us.
Okay, and it's the Mueller location?
Alamo Draft House Mueller, that's correct.
Okay. So Alamo Draft House, for you guys that don't know, is a theater here in town. I don't know how many theaters they have now. I think it's like 2 or 3 or something like that. I mean in Austin. I think they have like 2 or 3 in Austin. Dude, it's a great place, and it's run by hippies, basically. That's all I can tell you. It's run by hippies. The people are really cool. The food's good. They got beer, and you know, they're part of Austin, and they help people from Austin. You know, they're a good group. You know, they really are.
Absolutely. I mean, I've been going to the Alamo. I started going to the one downtown, kind of the original one, when I was probably my early teens. Back when they were doing kind of special screening events for like old Godzilla movies, or like the 7 Faces of Dr. Lowe, kind of those old obscure films, kind of like that. And they have a Q&A about that. Kind of, before they even had like special menu items to go with like the films that they were screening. So I've been a long fan of the Alamo Draft House. It was really cool that we were able to get into contact with them and they could host our events.
Awesome, dude. Well, like I said, Alamo Draft House, they're a really, really awesome company. They're awesome people, and they take care of Austinites. I want to say something for my friend Joel. I know you're watching, Joel. Godzilla! Anyway, he'll get it. It's an inside joke there. All right, so the next person, thank you so much for sharing your information.
That's my pleasure.
The next person we're bringing in is Jared Stoltz. So, Jared, come on in. Da-dun, da-dun-da-dun. Oh, go ahead and move down. How you doing, bud? Please have a seat. All right, so tell me, Mr. Jared, I don't have anything written down here as to the film festival you're in. Are you with the Shot by Shot? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the 3 people with it, yeah.
Okay. And how did you get involved with Shot by Shot? And how old is the film festival?
Brand new.
Oh, really?
The first one.
Well, you know, I didn't want to say this on the air, but I'd never heard of it. And I pretty much heard of all the film festivals, you know. But I didn't want to be rude. So if it's new, then
brand new,
yeah,
brand new.
Awesome.
Yeah, we, like you said, we went to high school together,
Awesome.
and then just kind of years later found out we all were kind of working in film.
Nice.
We worked on a short film together about a year ago.
Yeah.
And then just started talking. It was like, hey, I'm thinking of maybe doing a film festival. I said, oh yeah, that sounds cool. Never thinking that we do it.
Yeah.
And then now here we are. And it's happening in a couple weeks.
Awesome,
so,
dude.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, you know, it starts with a seed, you know. It starts with a seed, and then you guys put it together, and luckily you have somebody who has a business background that can handle the numbers.
Yeah, let's go.
Because that's really, really important to be able to handle the numbers. So where are you from?
I'm from here, yeah.
Oh, you're from Austin?
Yeah,
Born and raised? Or?
I was born in New Mexico.
New
but
Mexico,
I've
okay.
lived here most of my life, yeah.
Well, you're a Texan now.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah,
So,
basically.
we have people in New Mexico that are watching. Hey, how you doing? Ethan,
Albuquerque.
Crazy Craig. Yeah, they're watching. And Karen, can't forget Karen. And Cadence is watching from somewhere, I'm sure. So, all right. So you're from, you're from New Mexico, but in Austin now. Did you go to school here? Or did you come here to go to school? Or did your family move here?
No, we moved here when I was pretty little for
Okay.
my dad's job.
Okay.
So
And what got you interested in film? I mean, did you go to film school, or did you used to go to the movies, or?
I dropped out of film school.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked movies, and then I was a teenager and I saw Taxi Driver, and I'd
Nice.
never seen anything quite like that. And I was
Nice.
like, I didn't know movies could be like that.
Yeah.
So then I started, watching more and more, and then I was
Right.
like, there was no question. That's what I
Right.
had to do.
Robert De Niro. Yeah, awesome film. If you haven't seen Taxi with Robert De Niro, it was directed by Marty
Martin Scorsese.
Scorsese. I can never say that right, but it's a great film, and I think it won a bunch of awards, including 1 or 2 Oscars. But that's awesome, dude. That you're into film. So are you like into film? This is it. This is what you want to do.
Yeah. This is it. I mean, working like making films and then kind of
Yeah.
doing this sort of stuff. Just being involved in the community.
Awesome.
That's all. That's all I've ever wanted to do, and it's all I will do.
Awesome. And is mom and dad watching?
I don't think they're probably asleep. This is too late for them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh my
10.
God.
I said no. I'm in bed.
dude, they need to go party with me. After they party with me, they'll
Stay up.
they'll stay up. I'm telling you, they'll be like,
Say everybody keep your-
I'll wait till she falls asleep and then I'll go party. But okay, so well, thank you so much for sharing. The information, and it's called Shot by Shot.
Shot by shot.
And do you have a website?
Yeah, we do. It's shotbyshot.com, stylized with hyphens in between. Shot hyphen by hyphen shot.
Okay.
You can buy tickets there. All the info. If you want to
Okay.
submit a film, submissions are open until the 14th of this
Okay.
month, 14th at midnight. And it just has a bit about us, kind
Okay.
of talking. Why we got together, what we're doing, that we're actually a registered nonprofit, so all of the proceeds for the festival are going to be donated to the Austin School of Film
Awesome.
for this particular screening. So you
Awesome.
can read all of that on that website as well.
Awesome. So look them up, dude. And if you can't find them by the website, Google them. You'll find them.
Eventually.
Okay. So we are bringing in next. Thanks so much for coming and sharing. We're bringing in Mr. Nick Plevich. Ta-da! How's that? Nick Plevich. Did I say it right?
Close enough.
Close enough. Dude, I was close. Let's see. We gotta wait for them. All right. Okay, so tell us, Nick
Plevich.
Plevich. Dude, I was close. I was pretty close.
You just got to pronounce it the way it's
Yeah.
spelled.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about Nick. Where are you from?
I'm from here.
You're from Austin?
Born and raised.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome, dude. Very few people are born and raised in Austin. Most of us are, brought in here for some reason, you know.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Very few, and the few of us, like even fewer, like to brag about it. But
Yeah.
I don't play that. I don't like to brag.
Tyrone does. He brags about it all the time. Anybody that's here or listen, yeah, he'll brag about it. Okay, so how did you get interested in film? And are you part of the Shot by Shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
awesome.
they've always been talking about 3 colleagues, us 3 colleagues. I'm the third
Okay.
one.
Okay. All
The
right.
Three Stooges.
Well,
He's our curly.
I do a lot of drugs, man.
It's Austin. We all
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to Austin.
do. Yeah.
Okay, so you're from Austin, and at what point, or was there a certain movie that you saw and you said, oh my God, I want to start doing films, or I want to be involved in films?
Well, I've always loved films
Mm-hmm.
from for as long as I could remember. I guess the first film that really wowed me, that captured my imagination. This might be an answer that everybody gives, but I'll give it to was Star Wars.
Oh, nice.
I was just like, whoa!
Well, that's a good film, dude, to
No,
get you going.
it's
yeah.
great. Well, it's when
Yeah.
you see it at such a young age,
Yeah.
you have an imagination, right, for how big in scope things can be, or the stories in your head, and you're just like, oh, this is it.
Yeah.
You plucked it from my mind, you put it on screen. This is amazing. I want more. Then, not to say that my favorite movies are like the bigger ones. Just I got more into the bigger blockbuster movies, and I moved to the more story-driven ones, the experimental, the weird, the newer, the older. I just loved it all. I love storytelling in all its various forms.
Awesome. And so, what was the first film that you were involved in? What was it that, and
Like as a producer?
well, just as anything, that you actually were on the set? What
was
the
on the
first
set.
film?
Was it Hotline Miami?
Well, yeah, that's actually
Some of our stuff.
That
Yeah,
was our
I was
first thing.
I've been making films either by myself or with my friends since I was in like middle school. We've actually, Sebastian told you that we all met in high school.
Yeah.
I met Jared in high school, and we would make little short films back then. And it was just a gradual process of learning, growing. We'd say, oh, this is really fun, this is cool. Wait a year, it's like, this isn't that great, we can do better. Wait a year, we make something, it's like, this is great. Wait a year, this isn't that great, we can do better. We just keep doing and doing, and now we're just like, yeah, films are a headache and they're stressful, but they're fun. But you know what would be not as stressful as doing your own film festival. So let's just do that.
Yeah, that can't be stressful.
That's easier.
Making a movie.
Films, making movies is tough. Let's just do something easy.
Right. Let me, kids, we're going to show you a flyer real quick, so don't just watch this real quick. Tyrone, can we show them the flyer? It's just a flyer. We're just going to show you a flyer. There you go. Shot by Shot Film Festival. So get your pens and everything. See how there's the website on the bottom. Dun, 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 dun. Dude, that's a cool flyer. Who designed that?
That was me.
That was
You?
Nick.
Wow,
Yeah.
nice job, dude.
So I actually went into school for animation.
Yeah.
So I took some film classes, sure, but I also
Yeah.
took animating, Photoshop, etc.
Yeah.
And I'm basically the film festival's art department.
Oh, nice, nice. Well, dude, you did a great job.
Well, thank you.
So, what, Tyrone? Oh, okay. So, Nick, thank you so much for coming.
Oh, yeah,
We
of
are going to
course.
take a quick break. And what are we doing, Tyrone? The quick break? It's a 3-minute break to show you guys who helps behind the scenes at AFS. So, enjoy.
Hi-ho, what do you know? The Big Daddy G Show. The Big Daddy G Show. The Big Daddy G Show. Here's your daddy.
That's it. You've seen it. You've seen the magic. You've seen the people, and you've seen the dog himself. Let's see, just Tyrone. After the show, what are your after the show thoughts, man?
We were just live. Adrenaline.
As a director, what were your high and lows right there?
My high and lows. My high
For the
was probably
episode.
the dog coming in, the nice ending.
Right.
My low was probably me messing up with the green screen, but that happens. It's live television.
Take it easy, Mr. Director. Thank you for everything. And
Fine. I'm going. Let's go.
he's going. He's going. He's going.
know what K1 is. Texadelphia. I have a Texadelphia credit card. You guys didn't even know that they made those. Okay, so we're back. Hope you enjoyed the little clip. We just like to show you guys that it's not just us. There's people behind the scenes that are doing, that are here to help, and those same people, they will help you if you want to make a film or you want to make a TV show or whatever. For everybody has an audience. So, and the only way you're going to get better is practice makes perfect. So your first film is probably going to suck, but your second film will get better, and the third is better, and fourth better, fifth, you know, that's the way it works. So, all right, so the next guest we're going to bring in is from the Austin Under the Stars Film Festival, and his name is, I'm gonna butcher this, I know, Ali Al-Kafaji. How's that? How'd that sound? All right. Hey, bud. I'll just call you Ali. How you doing, Ali?
Yeah, that works.
Come on in.
Let's
see.
Merci.
All right. So, is that Tyrone actually wrote this? And
oh, you nailed it, man.
Is that Austin?
Austin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Austin Under the Stars Film Festival.
Yes.
Okay, I thought it said A and then like the space Stin. You know. All right, Tyrone, we're gonna have to send you to school. All right. So tell me a little bit about you. Where are you from?
Illinois.
Illinois.
Yes.
You got the name Al-Kafaji from, and you're from Illinois.
That's a traditional Illinois name.
I want to party with your dad, dude. Where's your dad from?
He is from Michigan.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding. He's from Iraq.
Oh, okay. I was like, there's got to be somewhere. Somebody got on a boat or a plane somewhere.
I was just going to keep playing this game as long as I could.
Well, don't forget, a lot of drugs.
Right.
A lot of drugs. Okay, so so you're from Illinois. What part of Illinois?
Peoria.
Peoria, nice, dude.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
I haven't been in jail there, but I was in jail in Chicago.
Nice.
Nice jails in Chicago, you think. You
They're
know,
pretty
they
crappy
think they
in
wouldn't be so
Peoria,
nice.
I can tell you that.
But yeah. Okay, so what brought you to Austin?
To get out of Peoria, mainly. That was number one.
He's just kidding, Peoria.
I know, I love you guys.
Yeah, we
All
love Illinois.
zero of you.
Yeah. So did you come here to go to school, or?
No, I actually started off in engineering.
Okay.
I was doing construction management, kind of moving all over the U.S.
Yeah.
My first pit stop in Houston, I said I kind of love the country of Texas.
Yeah.
Decided the people were a lot nicer. It's warmer.
Wait a minute. You mean there's other countries?
I don't know them yet,
Yeah.
but I'm looking to travel.
I heard about that, but never seen them. I didn't know there was any place else other than Texas.
Right.
But anyway, so go.
So yeah, after the pit stop here, I think it mainly took one visit to Austin before my mind was made up. I need to cement myself here, and once I waited on the corporate ladder, it usually goes like project engineer, then filmmaker. No, I definitely segued out of construction to get into film.
Right.
Just been a fan of film my whole life, and that's kind of how this whole thing grew.
So what was your film that made you go, wow, dude, this is something I think I want to do?
I think I saw like the movie Glitter with Mariah Carey, and it was like the worst movie I'd ever seen. And I was like, I could definitely do better than that.
That's a good pick.
Say that again, Tyrone. Tyrone said something in my ear. Oh, okay. So we've got a promo that we're going to show from your film festival. So let's go ahead and wrap. Can we show that now, Tyrone? Okay, we're going to show it now. Watch this.
all the makeup on. Tried to give the film some life.
Process, it was 2 months.
This is Bruce.
Hi.
Was this inspired by a time that you were chased by a creepy murderer?
Yeah, I don't know why we're in the horror section. This was a documentary. From Rochester, New York. What brought you to Austin? Austin Under the Stars Film Festival. Give all these filmmakers a round of applause.
We're back.
My, how the times
Woo.
have changed.
Okay, so we're back. And how long has your festival been going on?
It's been going on for 3 years now.
For 3 years.
Yes.
And whatever possessed you to start a film festival? I mean,
really, I didn't go to film school. I don't really have a Rolodex of people I can call and work with, and I started off as a filmmaker wanting to meet people.
Well, now you do.
Now I know people. I got a chance to do what I love, which is watch films, be inspired by them, also involve other people in the community in a way that I couldn't without knowing them first.
Right.
So this has really just kind of taken off in a way that I couldn't have anticipated, but it's been amazing. The people I've kind of met at the festival have really become best friends, and they've become collaborators and inspirations. So it's really been a cool experience just being involved in the film community in general.
Awesome. Well, we have one of our stagehands, Eileen, we call her Ollie Harding, has a 48-hour film project coming up pretty soon. Isn't it, Tyrone? Can you give me info on that? November 1st, and I think they're having the registration here, if she can work it out with our fearless leader, Dougie. I think they're going to have the registration here, so if you guys know of anybody that's interested in that, it's the 48-hour film project. And do you guys know about that, how that works?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you have 48 hours to produce it and edit and everything. So kids, I want to thank you all for coming and sharing your talent with us and showing what you do. And we'll see you next week. Ta-da! Talent. There you go.
What do you know? The Big Daddy G Show. The Big Daddy G Show. The Big Daddy G Show. Hi-ho, what do you know? The Big Daddy G Show. The Big Daddy G Show. The Big Daddy G Show. Hi-ho, what do you know? The Big Daddy G Show. The Big Daddy G Show. The Big Daddy G Show.
Here's your daddy.